All right, guys. Well, I completely sanded all three, or these two, I should say, down. And I had some little divots here and there. And throughout the week, I'd been coming out and refilling. And I had just little bitty divots in a few places that I missed. So I just went ahead and went over every single one of these again, just to make sure I had them all nice and topped off. And I tell you what, if you have to do this yourself, man, go get you a syringe. It's you don't make near the mess. Now right here, I was pushing on the syringe, and it was really, this stuff is really thick. It's almost like syrup, and it kind of puddled up. It was running out, so I was going as fast as I could. That's why it's kind of messy right here. But believe me, this is going to be way easier to sand off than what I had done already. But I got this big old horse syringe from my local feed store, and it worked really good. I filled that thing plumb up to I mixed up enough, I filled it plumb up to 60, and I had a little left over, and I just used that, and it worked really good. And it was like $1.50 or $1.25 or something like that. It wasn't very much. And then here's the other one. And like I said, I just went over every little spot just to make sure they were all nice and topped off, so that way I don't have any little wormholes or divots, or like where my boards are glued together, just so food or anything like that couldn't get in there. And then there was a knot here, and I just went ahead and went over that. There was another knot here, and there was one here that had a little bit of a crack in it right there. And then this is going to be my headboard, and I had some extra left over, so I thought, well, just for kicks and giggles and see what happens. I haven't sanded, I haven't done anything to this board at all. As you can see, it's pretty rough on the outside edge. But my plan is, tomorrow is Mother's Day, and we're going to take my mother-in-law out today and take my mom and dad out tomorrow. My brother's going to go with us, or we're going to go with him, or however you want to say it. And then, but tomorrow morning, I am going to come out here and sand this down, sand that down, and sand that one down. And I'm going to get I've got to put in, I don't have enough oak to do it, so I'm going to put in 2 2x4s in the center of the top piece of this frame, and 2 2x4s in the bottom, and get take my brother's biscuit joiner, and cut slots in it, and make sure my zebra clips and everything will go in place. And I'm going to attempt to get this whole thing put together tomorrow. And after I get it put together, I'm going to probably, if my wife doesn't shoot me, I'm going to order the Rubio Monocoat today maybe, and see if we can't get it in. And then maybe next weekend I can get out here and get this thing stained and get it put in its place. But I'm hopefully, if I'm not too messed up by the time I get through getting all this stuff sanded and put together tomorrow, I am going to start sanding on this, and maybe I can get it done and put the headboard up all at the same time. Because, this will be just sanding it down, getting it all cleaned up. I'm debating on, see how this is crooked? I don't know how well it's going to show up, but the end of it's kind of setting like this, and the other one, they're crooked. I'm debating on not even straightening them out. Just leave it like that, because it's a rough cut piece of wood. It's going to be a headboard on our queen size bed, and I've got to get measurements for a queen size bed. I don't know if I want it sticking way, way, way out on each side, or if I just want it where it should be. I'm not for sure. But I'm just going to basically just hang this thing on the wall. I haven't even decided really how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to hang it on the wall. Probably just take like a 2x4 and put where I want it. That way I can just set it up there, and then I'll mount it somehow. But yeah, that's going to look pretty neat I like this knot where there was a limb at one time, and you can see it rotted off or fell off or died or whatever. But that's my plan for this piece of wood. Like I said, I just had some left over. I thought, well, I'll go ahead and fill some of the cracks and nooks and crannies in it, and just kind of see what happens. Maybe I won't have as much to do with the rest of it. But anyways, I just thought I'd show you guys what I had going on. As you can see, my floor's a mess again. It seems like when you're doing this, it's just a never-ending process of keeping it clean. Well, you guys have a good day, and thank you so much for checking in with me. I really do appreciate it, and I hope y'all have a good day.